Hello everyone, I'm your host, MrElephant. We're going to be doing a little bit of quiet streaming today, but it's going to be between 105 and VNS Iori, so let's begin on that. And depending on how many people show up, you may hear a little bit more from me, but these fights really, I don't know if it's a fight that people are really looking forward to or not. So kind of like a secondary fight almost. So you might hear from me less today, but I'll still be looking with you guys on the match, and let's proceed from there. Just noticed that my mic might not be working properly. For the volume, the sound from the game. Let's see if we can get that working or not. Audio, what's volume? No, that's right. Anyhow. Okay, I think I got the volume problem figured out. So, okay. I think we should be good. Sorry about that again. Hey Kiwo, how are you doing today? I was kind of being a bit quiet today. I wasn't going to talk very much, but this fight has really been kind of interesting. BNS Iori seems to have the advantage on 105, which is another one of the TheNightPanda's AIs. Yeah, it's kind of rainy weather over here, so can't get outside much today. What's going on with these 1-1 results in the brackets? You're talking about where we've only played one game of the set, or just where each competitor has just won one of their games? I think it was because Esty was saying something about how people didn't want us to run 4 games of the same match all at the same time, meaning since 4 games have to be played against each competitor here, the 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4, that we're only doing 2 at a time, or that's what he was attempting to be, that he kind of wanted to be done. I think we might just do the complete set of BNS Iori versus 105, just to get out of the way here. But why start different ones? I think people wanted to see just come back to a game after and start one and then finish one later, type of thing. In my opinion, I like to finish the complete set when I start doing it, so that's what we'll probably do here. I think that's what he was kind of attempting to do. He didn't want to get tired of running, for people to get too tired of running a certain type of matchup. So, ooh, look at that. Right on the corner. Throwing a lot of TCs on the corner. Yeah, Iori is AI made in 2005, and it's kind of a special AI at this point because it's an AI made in around 2005, and this is its first time participating in Davis Cup. If Esty knew about it previously, I'm sure that he would have included it. Previously. So something interesting that Iori was able to do inside this match was he was able to overcome 105's Tower Rush, which is impressive in and of itself. What is it? Its first Davis. What it is its first Davis Cup. I don't know what you mean by it. Meaning this is its first time participating inside Davis Cup altogether. Meaning he didn't participate in Davis Cup 1, he didn't participate in 2, 3, 4, or 5. So he had to start all the way back inside the pre-qualification round, and made it to this point. So it is rather impressive. Well, this appears to be GG here. Speed up to 4. Yeah, impressive that Iori was able to get out of that alive in the 1v1. We'll definitely need some more wins to make it out of this bracket. He took 3 losses from Esty Tutormaster, so he's going to have to take some more wins here. Let's go ahead and call this. Alright, so let's put down our win, Iori's win here. Bracket. Game number 2. Was Iori the strongest until Barbarian? No. No. I'd actually say that the AI has been mainly not used for since I think the last time it was used was in 2008. Was mentioned on AI scripters. So Iori has been forgotten for a very, very long period of time. Yep, definitely. We've had a lot of good AIs inside the tournament. Some didn't get a real good chance to shine, I guess. But Iori has been pretty fortunate, in addition to it being a good AI player. So. Who knows if it'll make it out of this round, but even if it doesn't, it's done a fantastic job. So Kilo, I was looking back at the old AI tutorial video that I did, and I think that you were one of the few people who were there to actually make that. Well, you were there when I was working on the Warrior AI as well, so if you want to, feel free to use that Warrior script to make an AI of your own. If you want to make your own AI, I used it as the base for my other AI, Black Knight. So it's a good setup if you want to use it as such as a base. I was just thinking about that a couple evenings ago. I'll give a link here just so you have it. Oh, we're getting set up here. The Warrior AI right there. I think that green's doing a better job than yellow at putting up the towers. We got up into Castle Age, started to build rams. Built 3 or 4 rams, took down all the towers. I don't know if we'll see that again or not. That might have been just a one-time thing for all I know. Red and blue are both on their way. It looks like his siege workshop is going to be built in the back. Should be good. We have some rams coming out. Castle coming out on the other side. He's in a worse position over here. He'll struggle very much to get out of this position. He might already be dead. Be nice if he could get up his castle though. Rams coming out for blue. becoming a little confused. A lot of towers. So blue did break down his towers, but red got stuck on his. No siege workshop. Wood was not protected over here. It didn't have another way of getting that wood out. This is probably going to become a 1v2. Looks like those rams are attacking villagers. Ouch. Some rams on the incoming here. So yellow under some pressure from blue Iori. Where's the brackets? I think Esty has showed them with you previously, but here they are. Oh, you got them first, Kiwa. So your Yu-Gi-Oh's on the Discord, right, Thief? Do you play Yu-Gi-Oh too? Anyhow, so it looks like this is going to become a 1v1. So have you considered making your own AI Yu-Gi-Ohs, or is that something that you're working on or currently? I'm surprised that you haven't started your own AI at this point, rather than working on the DE AI. That's understandable. So is yours an older version of the DEAI, or is it the current version of the DEAI that you use for your mod? Current version of the DEAI. I didn't know if you had like an offshoot that you were kind of working on yourself. So green coming in, I think, to help yellow, even though yellow is basically dead. It's like one TC is going to go down for Iori. you're already learning DUC, I mean, you should be able to make an older style AI, no problem. But I understand that most people nowadays want to create something that has a lot of user patching DUC in it. So this is game 2 of the set of DNS Iori versus 105. DNS Iori took game 1. We're on game 2 here. Yo seems to be stuck. Isn't I don't think that does he have a rule? Let's see if he can build. He can build a town center, but he doesn't have a town center rule. So apparently, so he's not going to be researching Castle Age. That's too bad from 105. Yep, he doesn't have a rule apparently. So after his TC went down, he was crippled. Walk over there. Yeah, he just took all 4 games against beginner, so that's why his score looks overinflated right now. Was that right? Let me think. No, that was Naga who took all 4 inside his set. And the DEAI took all 4 games against Fearix user patch. so that's why his score looks so high. Why Esty's AI can play any Arbaleser except for Japanese? Japanese was a recent discovery when I was running games offline. But apparently it's got to do with wood consumption. Oh, well, the amount of wood that is needed to build a mill. So I'm not totally certain if we should continue the random generation with Japanese included, because he added that in after it was discovered that there was an issue with Japanese in particular. But maybe we can just let that go under the radar for the Japanese. But it should be quotation marks, be the only civ that has an issue. It's not whether it can play better, it's whether what the requirements were at the time of when the last bracket was updated, well, last round was completed. So we're allowing updates between rounds, not during rounds. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that they shouldn't play better with Japanese, but how is he ever going to get an archer out when he can't even build a mill, which traps him in Dark Age? His AI gets stuck. I'm not sure if 105 has Imperial Age rules, meaning can research 105. Research Imperial Age. I'm not entirely certain on that, even. It was scripted inside a tournament with a time limitation of 2 hours. So I don't think it was updated after that point. Maybe one time, I'm not sure. I think it's just a long distance drought mining camp. Since he's based off the old system, he might be measuring distance off of this mining camp, but applying that to this one over here to see how close he is to the mining camp. I'm not entirely certain on that. So he thinks that he's close to the mining camp when he's not really close. That could be a reason. Hmm. So it looks like Iori's going to get game 2 here. I think we can speed it up again. Yeah, I was just saying, I think we can speed it up to 4.0 instead of 2.0. One of 5 is close to resigning, or should be at this point. It's a one-sided. Red is basically dead. I mean, he doesn't have a town center, but I don't think he has a market. He just has that castle. Must be his attack rules must be based off town size. Okay, I think we can call this. Let's go ahead and call it for Iori and go on to game 3. Game 2 goes to Iori. Okay. Let's go on to game 4. Oh, well, 3. Something weird just happened. Okay. Brackets have been updated. Healths only. So 3v3. Will 105 make a comeback here? It's 2-0 in Iori's favor, Esty. So Esty, you may be interested in this post. So this is a post from 2008. while things are getting set up here. Hi, and this is from Bretalton in March 28, 2008. Hi, I'm pretty new to the forums, so I apologize for not being better versed in your current system, but I was wondering if there was a best of best list compiled. And Hector replied, it depends on what you think about being the best. One of the better results on a certain map, blah blah blah, but he said, Alliance Thunder is, in my opinion, the best and most complete AI out there. However, talking about Arabia settings, Demon, the Horde, BNS Caesar, which Karon knocked out earlier, BNS Iori, and Natural Selection, and ER. So that was one of the last times that it was actually brought up, is during that post. It's too bad that Demon was knocked out. He was knocked out last bracket, but he had some pretty tough competitors against Odette, Brightspark, and Mangudai. So it looks like green is going to get double TC'd here. Whoa, the power rushed. Double TC'd. Stupid. Looks like green will be inside a pretty tough position. I wonder if he'll even make it up. I think he will. Take a look at one over here. One's kind of in a little bit of a tougher position. Power is a lot closer to the TC here. So it looks like blue is going to go up into Castle Age. Let's take a look at green. Green is already heading up into Castle Age. So something important here will be the battering rams. Will green and will blue be able to get those rams out? Rams are the important part for this success strategy. If he doesn't get out the rams, there will be no way for him to win. Red is taking his sweet time because he's pocket. Blue is very much struggling over here. Each passing moment counts greater and greater towards the success or failure of Iori. Rams are a must. Ooh, that looks like a pretty bad tower right there. Next to TC. Oh, he's got a second TC over here. Ram's coming out for blue. Looks like he might be in a slightly better position than his colleague. Fortunately, they've allowed 105 to reach Castle Age without making much headway. gonna need more than one. You know, it was a lot late. Green failed to produce a ram. Not sure how many villagers he has left. Let's see. He has plenty of villagers, but they might be trapped in their TC. So blue and green are crippled. Three versus one is not good. Red going up into Imperial. Why have allies when you can be completely selfish and go up into Imperial and not help them, let them die, and then carry the team to the finish line? I don't think one Iori can take 3 105s though. That's a bit much. I wonder if green will be able to get out some wood then, since they've got wood and they've got some gold. How much does it take to produce a ram? 75 gold. So they need a little bit more to get out a ram. And they've got, look at all those towers. Shoot, that's a lot of towers. Mine away, villager, mine away. You have high expectations for your one ram. For your one. Good luck, Ram. You're gonna need it. Okay, let's see how he does. Ram is heading in. You know we've hit a new low when we're watching the progress of the Ram and towers. There's a ton of towers. At least he is getting a little bit of work in, I guess. Just holding up a little bit. Oh, look at those knights. Doing a little bit of damage. Let's take a look here. What's going to happen to these poor chaps over here? Knights on the incoming. I wouldn't want to beat blue around this time. And purple's coming in. Remember how many villages? He only has 29 villages left. Do these knights have upgrades? One attack upgrade, and they have one, and then they have 2 armor upgrades. Rams on the incoming. Looks like this will be the end of blue. Ooh, look. Red on the move. Yellow also on the move. Looks like the Rams are going to meet in the unfortunate end over there. Towers might do a little bit of damage here since there's so many. A lot of dead knights. Basically a 3v1. Rams will be very important to Iori's success. I mean, to 105 success. Well, both teams' success. Those castles look like they may be going down. Not good for Iori. Iori is struggling with the amount of pressure from the 3v1. Looks like Iori did convert some of the houses too over here. Screen dead. I think he's still alive. Yeah, he's still alive, barely. Rue's still alive too over here, somehow. There was a lot of punishment. Still, the 3v1 might be too much. This looks like it could be the end for him. Look at all those rams. That is a lot of rams. Look at the score of red BNS Iori. 16,000 compared to the next highest score of 9,300. I think the problem with green is he's not getting enough food to create villagers, so he only has 10 villagers to hold up his whole economy. But he's creating like 1 trillion spearmen. Let's see how many spearmen he has. It's 23. Looks like those 23 are going. He's going to need those 23 for Sparta. I mean, for the Teutonic Knights. No, that didn't really work. Ooh, what's going on down here? I already might just win this, which would be incredible. I can see him taking it. And you see these TCs go down. I mean, purple is basically dead. 19 villagers. Let's see how many resources 5 has. I mean, yeah, I'm not really seeing how 105 can win at this point. The upgrades from Maori's units are just too much. Looks like green rebuilt has a new castle too. Yeah, I think that his later game isn't as good as his early game, for sure. Well, it looks like his ally is going to come in when he's completely dead, basically. That's never going to work. Does blue build bills? Did he build bills? It looks like he's starting to train. Oh, his friend is contributing resources to him. Holy smokes! Look at all that gold. Needs wood. Needs a market. Yeah, this is cheap. There's no way that 105 is going to recover here. Green gets him too. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Red likes his blue partner better than he likes his green partner. Green's too green. Needs more practice. Must be nice to be someone's favorite. Red seems to be a bit confused. He hasn't found the empty. It's like, where are they at? I haven't found any. Uh-oh. Purple has resigned, so that means cyan is the target. Yikes. I think we can speed this up to 4. I think we already know where this is going at this point. Yeah, but it's pretty much over at this point. Yeah, it was pretty incredible. I would have thought for sure that 105 was going to be able to take that. So we just have the 4v4 to run after this fight. Yeah. Something incredible just occurred here. And we were a witness to it. Anyhow, let's go on and to the proceed to the 4v4. All I have to say is, wow. 4v4 time. Last game of tonight. Final game of this set. So whether Iori lives or Iori dies will depend on his fight versus the tutorial ones. He lost 3 games against the Tutor Master. But if he wins enough times against the tutorial AIs, then he'll be able to proceed to the next round. Same goes for 105, of course. He has yet to play any of the other AIs inside this whole set. So Iori was his first competitor inside round 2 of the final stage. So I guess that 105's best hope is to overrun the flanks with knights and then focus on the back before they boom incredibly hard. time really isn't on 105's side. He really needs to kill Iori fast. So this should mean double towers on both flanks. It's gonna really hit hard on those, on both flank sides for Iori. So it appears that only Blue is having some serious difficulty getting up into Castle Age here. It would have been better if he had some market rules just in case something like this happened. But who could have predicted, 17 years ago, something ridiculous like this was going to happen? Hey, Esty! Raiding party of 1. Woohoo! Were you streaming on your own channel there? I didn't see if you were doing that. Ram's starting to come in for yellow already. Looks like that Ram might have a little bit of trouble. Ooh, taking some serious damage. Ooh, that villager's gonna be toast. Look at him dance. He's got the moves. He's evading those towers. Uh-oh. Never mind. He's dead. He didn't like that raid. How could Leaf ditch us? I feel betrayed. Well, I don't think that Blue is going to be getting out of his little tiny issue over here. But they may be giving the 2 pockets enough time to deal with the issues, so to speak. Similar to what happened last game. The Rams are confused. Too many towers. Too many towers for the Rams. Their tiny ram brains don't know what to do with all these towers. Doesn't look like he's going to have enough wood to build another one either. Oh, tough luck. Trial by fire here. You either live or get tossed to the dogs. Yeah, when you have 10 trillion towers outside your base, and the old RAM system just gets confused. So it looks like blue is going to die pretty shortly. Let's go check on the economy of red, see what he is preparing to do inside this situation. I'd imagine that he would be pretty close to researching Imperial here. Going for some eco upgrades before. Yep, I already won the 1v3. So he boomed, and he defended, and then he took out the 105s one by one. So I would say statistically, Iori might be in a better position still than 105 if he hits Imperial Age. If he doesn't, you know, it may be over for him. It would have been better if Blue's town center had, he had reached Castle Age, but he did not. Oh, look at that. He lives. Yeah, red is researching Imperial, and green is researching Imperial. She wants to live. Uh-oh. Got a situation here. Maybe she doesn't want to live. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, poor villager. Rest in pieces. Yeah, I can totally see it at this point almost, Esty. Because if he performs well against the tutorial ones, I mean, he might get a 4-0 this. Did you hear what I was saying, Esty, about what Hector was saying about the older AIs earlier? Or were you not? Were you running a separate match? I wonder if Yo has any. Oh, Yo's dead. No, I was saying, I had something, I was reading something to you earlier, but you might have missed it. So, I want, so this was a post from, I read to you, the audience this, or the chat, this post. So this was from 2008 by Brettleton. Hi, I'm pretty new to the forums. Apologies for not being better versed. Is there a best of best AI list compiled? So that was March 26, 2008. And Hector says that Alliance Thunder, of course, is the best. And then Demon, the Horde, VNS Caesar, and Iori and Natural Selection and ER. So actually, all those, well, Demon's out of the competition. He just was eliminated inside the first. He only played inside that round because he was automatically nominated to the first round. Horde's still in it. VNS Caesar knocked out by Charon inside pre-qualification round. VNS Iori and Natural. I don't remember when Natural Selection got out exactly. When did he die? Oh, he died really, really early. He died in the first round of pre-qualification against B to G Fast Cav. But yeah, that in 2008, that's basically the last time anyone heard of the AI. It's not. Natural Selection isn't a bad AI at all. It looks like some 105 may start to be punished here for their crimes against Ioris. Crimes against humanity, aka Iori. Time for vengeance. Yeah, this is exactly what we were kind of afraid of. The Ioris would start booming. The solution from 105 being send units in one at a time. I wonder if Blue he started donating. It looks like villagers are coming out from TC. Must have been donating some food. Don't be stupid. Don't throw away your resources, Iori. It's like it's tower cleanup time. surprised that we aren't starting to see food coming out from food being provided to Yellow. Yeah, I wonder how that game will go. This looks like it's already going to be GG here pretty soon. That's a lot of knights right there. Lots of converting happening. Heresy might be a good research here. Okay, so is this going to be the point where green might get overrun? Question mark. I doubt it. But totally possible. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier to the chat, that tutorial 1s versus Iori will be the determination for, with probably Esty Tutor Master might be number 1 maybe. If we don't roll Japanese. For Tutor Master. Just kidding, SD. I can't help but make that joke. Who knows what will happen inside the other games. I think we've been rather privileged, really, to see an AI of such an old age make it this far in the competition with so many good AIs, modern AIs, in the tournament now. It's a real treat to see something like this. I mean, the second oldest AI is still inside the tournament. 2010. It started in 2010, which is equals revenge. So yeah, there's a large gap right there. You know, 2005 versus 2010. And also the Ford, I guess, inside 2010. Both of those AIs were updated for user patch, of course. When you originally worked on. I know that you did a little bit of touching up for Equals Revenge, Esty. Did you add in the user patch, or was that ER who added in the user patch? Gotcha. I didn't think you did. I didn't think that you touched that AI very much, except for like one or two things. But I was just, I guess, verifying. I guess. I wonder what CheaterGay would say if he saw his AI still inside a competition now. I wonder when the last time he was online was. Let's see. CheaterGay. Actually, let's see here. Actually, he was active not too long ago, 2018. Still 5 years ago. Davis Cup 2 seems like a pretty long time ago for you probably at this point. We've had a really good tournament in actuality with just all the AIs. Even though it's been a lot of effort, we've really had a great Davis Cup 7. I mean, there's still some games to run, of course, and the best is still yet to come. But it really has been a great turn of events, seeing all the AIs participate. Of all different levels. Inside the pre-qualification round, there were AIs who could, they would build a barracks first before a mill, and just moves kind of like that. I mean, they were AIs that people submitted into tournaments, but they were of that level where there's a major difference between that stage and here, obviously, where things are a lot different. But it really has been something. Watching the differences between AIs and their strategies and just the level of the players themselves. Look at Blue, he was able to recover. never contributed resources to... Yo. You can tell there's been a favorite among the team. Let's give all of our resources to blue. In actuality, I think that yellow was in a better position than blue. At the beginning, before red and green contributed resources. I think we can speed this up. 4.0 it is. So it looks like the last two 105s are on the brink of being defeated. Okay, I think we can call it. Well, congratulations to Iori for taking all 4 games there. That is an achievement. I mean, taking Sky Panda, now taking 105. That's pretty incredible. But, ooh, look at all those resources. That's a lot received. Anyhow. I think we can go ahead and call it, and we will see you next time, and I guess that's farewell for right now. Alright, see you later.